Biscuits and tea.
If a bird attacks you, what exactly, like, I know what to do in an earthquake. I know what to do when there's a fire, when you catch on fire. Like, I know there's a protocol for all these things. What's my protocol when being attacked by a bird or just an animal in general? Do you have some general advice?
It depends. Yeah, it depends on the animal. So for a bird, especially a hawk, I'd say you probably want to go to a ball and like protect your eyes and your head and stuff like that, because like of all the talons and the beaks and them pecking at you, I don't really know of any bird attacks though.
They're just it's kind of hard to defend yourself.
Yeah, I would just say go into a ball because you can't really run away from them.
What were they doing in the Hitchcock movie?
Like attacking her head and like just like pecking at her. Didn't her eyes get pecked out?
I've never seen it. I just know that there's a movie where it shows just what happens if all the birds just decided to attack everybody. They all turned on the humans.
I just don't think that there's any way to really protect yourself. Click on that link that I just sent in the chat. It is I'm not sure what kind of bird it is. Maybe you might know, but this bird catches a shark and it's just flying it around. It just came out in the news last week. It's pretty incredible.
But so the general rule, I would say,
was that an osprey?
I can't tell.
That thing is huge. Wow. I think they're friends. It's just showing them.
It says an osprey.
Wow.
Osprey.
But so if it's an herbivore, I would say in general run, with the exception of gorillas. This might not be an exhaustive list, but you don't run from gorillas.
You don't run?
No, you don't run.
Do you stand them up? Because I don't think that. I mean, it sounds like a tough guy attempt here.
You crouch down and you pretend like you're eating plants and you don't look at them.
Okay.
Wow.
A gorilla has to be the most terrifying experience.
I would
to have
be really
just
scared.
Lurking next
I would
to
be.
you.
So I trekked the mountain gorillas in Rwanda. That was an incredibly rewarding experience but they're habituated. So they're wild animals, but they're used to people. They've been habituated for decades. But in Gabon, the gorillas there are not habituated at all, and they tried to habituate them. So if you encounter a wild gorilla, you have to crouch down and pretend you're eating. You can't look at them in the face. And then hopefully they just walk off. That happened to one of my friends. They had to do that for an hour until the gorilla left.
Yeah.
Did they try to make it more convincing as it went on? Like actually started eating the leaves.
Put some dressing on it, some vinaigrette. You're like, well, I promise I'm eating it.
Seasoning.
But yeah, you want to act submissive, and then with bears, you want to not move at all. So
that sounds worse.
I think you can crouch down too and like protect yourself. But if like they catch you before you've done that, like you just want to stay still completely. And that to me would be terrifying as well.
Oh my gosh.
I've heard with black bears, you're supposed to actually like charge them. I don't know if that's actually right.
For bears in general, if you see them from a distance, you want to make noise and make yourself look big, and like, clap your hands to try to get them to go away. But if they're really charging you, no, I think you just just stand there.
No.
But pretty much everything else, I think you run from.
But yeah, Will had a good technique though. When he told us when the hawk was coming down closer, what did you do? I thought this was a very genius move.
Yes. Yeah. So there was a bunch of goals on this field, but there was one goal that was near that was actually kind of tipped. And so my thinking was I needed to make sure that I was within range of the tipped over net. That way I could get under the net, because I figure that's how you would catch a bird it can't get, it clearly can't get to me. So I was up there and like under there and like near there in order to be ready, in case the actual, spearheaded attack came in. I figured that would have protected me completely. It may be very well possible that the bird did just could land and and just peck my entire
just walks in.
just gets straight or just goes straight through the net. I don't know, but that was
so
my
it
that was
didn't
my
attack
thinking.
you.